So, see that down there? Missing screw. I'm working on my Barton here. I'm gonna actually clean this area up. I'm gonna take the springs out. I'm gonna put it back to stock spring pressure. So on the Barton, you have springs. On the part that mounts to the actual transmission, there are springs in there, and then you got another spring up in here. So I'm going to loosen all these caps, take the shifter out, and take the springs out, put it back to stock, and put everything back together. I didn't feel like taking the whole console apart. All I basically did was just take the boot part out, which is easy to fucking do. And then when I took that out, you guys know I got the dyno mats in here, right? And that's just the stock dampener stuff that you get from factory, right? Well, the idiots that put my transmission in, I ain't gonna name the place because I don't want to put them on blast. They didn't seat this back in here the right way. You see this lip portion? It's supposed to wrap around, you know, the frame here, and it wasn't around the frame at all. So that's why I was still getting a lot of sound in here. So I'm going to do all this myself. It shouldn't take long, and put everything back together, and yeah, call it a day. All right, once again, guys, sorry about the mess here. I'm gonna wipe all this up in a minute, but that's just pollen and stuff and windows being down and all that good stuff. So anyway, so pretty much the adjustable side, right, that you adjust to find your first and second gear that I showed you guys a while back, you loosen those 4 cap screws here, right here, these 4 screws here, and then you have your springs here. Now it's 4 total springs. It's 2 in this cap, right? And then you see where these bolts are at. Once I loosen those bolts, and y'all cut myself, just seen that. Once I loosen those bolts up there, this cap will come out, and there's 2 more just like these in there, and that's gonna put this thing back to stock spring pressure, like, you know, the stock shifter feel and everything like that. So that's what I'm working on. I really like the way it feels stock. I drove around with this for a while, and it just, when you want to grab second, you got to put a little bit more oomph behind it, and I really don't want to break anything, which it's hard to break one of these, but you know, I really like it to engage smoothly, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I got a little grease right there that fell off. So, but anyway, that's what we're working on here, and yeah, I found a bolt. I went and brought one to fit in that spot there. Now, apparently, the shop that put this transmission in neglected to tell me that they dropped a bolt. Yeah, so it won't be going back there no time soon. So let me get this out the way, and then I'll show you the finished product. All right, so tell me why I pulled the shifter out and the others, you know, springs that's supposed to be there aren't there. As you can see, clearly I only got 2. That's from the first one. They didn't even put the springs in. So with that being said, I'm virtually done. They left 2 springs out. And I guess they realized that they had 2 in the head. So I guess they tried to make it stock, but they didn't realize they also had to take these 2 that was in here out. So I'm gonna put everything back together, man, and we're gonna give it a test drive. I wasted my time trying to get it out and didn't even need to even take the cup out. So I'm gonna put everything back together, man, and we're gonna take it for a test spin. All right, got everything back in there. Normal first, second, third, fourth, 5th, 6th. Now if I try to grab second hard, it goes in. And that's what you want. If you're trying to grab it hard, to jerk it in second, it goes in. First, second, third, fourth, 5th, 6th. Over here, you know, you gotta give it a little bit more oomph, but it's going into gear. Even if I do it smooth, it'll go into gear. 6, it'll go into gear. But here, third, fourth, it's broken in here real good. Second, yeah, so it's working. It's working. I pretty much got it back to where it was. Any little movement could throw it off, but if I have to move it again, it's a lot more easier than me taking everything off. I can just take off the boot area and just do it without taking this out. But it was easier for me to take the whole cup off to take this whole area off. So now let me blow everything back up because the sun's starting to set. And yeah, good to go. All right, guys, before I forget, now see, I went around and put the seal like it's supposed to go on top of the transmission area here, because it wasn't like that when I started taking this stuff back apart. So you see how the seal goes under. This silent piece here from Ford it's actually going in the middle of the lip. See there? It's 2 lips. So you can't see down to the transmission mode because it's sitting in the lip of this. So if you're going to do it, you're going to do it right, you know. Yeah, of course, I had a lot of dyno mat on here to kind of dampen the sound. But since I done tore that up, I might take this out and put something else in here a little bit more. Less, how can I put it? Less noisy, I guess. But other than that, this half worked for the most part. Kept the noise down a little bit more. So yeah, so got that back in there, got everything over, and I'll probably be doing some updates to this. But it did work. Like I say, it does work. It does keep the sound suppressed a little bit. But since I had to take this off a few times, it kind of lost its edge. But now that I got it sealed, it's still gonna make some sound, but it should make as much sound. Like I say, it feels real good without that spring pressure. So I can't wait to test it out. What's up, everyone? Coming out of the gym. Had to get it in. See, Henry County's up here. Popo. So, as you guys know, I was working on the Barton short throw shifter. This is a day after the videos that I was working on yesterday. And man, when I tell you, now I'm doing it to make sure I found second gear again. We cut the radio down, but put the defrost on. But man, when I tell you, the car is shifting a lot better than what it was, and it's a cold store, so it's gonna idle higher, just let you guys know. And everything, even though I haven't found second, I drove to the gym this morning, and making sure I found second. I think I did. Man, it's two cops here. What the fuck you have? I went on the treadmill and shit, and there's 2 fucking cops up here. Holy fuck. Zero sugar, guys. I'm just getting the rest of my caffeine in, and I'm gonna hydrate. Sodium, because I did a lot of sweating there. Upper body cardio, you know how it is. Cars Island. Now, if you guys know, you hear a lot of rattling, guys, they had the springs in backwards. Not only that, of course, you guys seen the missing cap screw that was not in. I reinstalled one yesterday. So pretty much the car is shifting like it was stock. It ain't got that much resistance in it. The shifts feel smooth. Now, once again, I had a hard time finding second this morning. I made some adjustments on the way to the gym. Pretty much, I was riding with the center out, not the center console, but where the shifter's at, right? The shifter boot, all that, so I can kind of make the adjustments as I'm driving. So I think I done found second gear, but we're gonna ride. I'm heading to the house. We're gonna drive it, and I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion on how I think it feels now over stock. So, I mean, the shifts are more crisp, more engaging. So, and I noticed driving this morning, I didn't hear a lot of click, 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 click. And the reason why this shifter was rattling a lot in the first place, they didn't have the seal in there right. I took care of that yesterday, and I redid my little dyno mat. Then they didn't have the springs in there right to you know, put more stiffness on the shifter itself. They had the caps upside down. So that's why the shifter was rattling a lot when I'll be driving it. So I'm not saying you won't hear anything, because you're gonna hear some, especially with this RXT clutch. You're gonna hear a lot of chatter like you're doing right now. But it's not like it's not like it was yesterday. And I gotta hurry up and get a better camera mount, man. I went to O'Reilly's last night and didn't even think about getting one. Let me see. So we're driving. Like I said, I apologize, guys. You're gonna be sitting at an angle. Oh yeah, it's shifting real smooth. Real smooth. And once again, I apologize that you gotta sit at such a high angle. Come on, you will sit first. Come on. Yep. Takeoff is a lot more engaging. Second gear went right in. And I got a car in front of me, so that's why I came off the clutch. I kind of hesitated a little bit. Here, the popo's out. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So that means I can't get on. I want to get up in RPM and try to snatch second real quick, you know, rolling to somebody must have stole something. I go another popo and another one right here. It's 2 of them. And you know, here in Georgia, it's a hand-free state, so I can't take my phone and try to show. Heck, my cop right here, he passing now. Yeah, it's two of them. Female cop. See her right there just passed. And there's one right here in front. Once again, I'm sorry you guys gonna be sitting at a high angle. It's the best I can do until I get them out. I'm gonna buy one this weekend. I have to go back to the store, so I'm gonna get one this weekend. I'll make sure I put it on my bucket list and everything. So the car is going to the shop. AC's on. With the heater's on. So the car's going to the shop. I gotta get some stuff done. Keeping it hush wrapped right now. Oh yeah, third gear. And see, you'll hear all that chatter like it was. It's not chattering as much. And I'm on a pretty rough road right here. So, car's going to the shop. No major stuff. Just having some little stuff did to it. Nothing major. And I'm gonna have a dyno with the stock pulley. So that's gonna happen this week. Coming up. So the 5.0 guy's been waiting on this. Now, of course, I want to say the guy that's doing the work is gonna get on it here. God, I hate that it's such a high. He's gonna get on it sometime between Monday and Wednesday of next week, and everything like that. So I know temp-wise, it's supposed to be in the mid to upper 60s. So I'm expecting this car to make at least mid 6, not low, but mid 600s. All right, anything north of 630 will be like mids. That's what I'm expecting with this stock pulley. Now, of course, I got the 120 at the house. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna try to see if he'll let me swap the pulleys at the place and then do another pull in the same day to see the 9-day difference. If not, that'll be my next course of action. So I know you 5.0 guys been waiting on that. Once again, guys, I apologize. Like I said, it's at a high angle. So I'm gonna get a different mount. I've been just so damn busy. Let's see. So guys, we're in 5th gear right now. Car is running relatively smooth. Once again, you're not hearing all that chatter no more. It's there, but it's not as bad as it was. And I'm like, it can't be. I have a buddy that have the same Barton short throw in this car, trans mounted. And it wasn't making hardly no sounds. And so I'm like, you know what, let me investigate mine a little bit more. So while I was sitting in line at my daughter's school, that's when I decided to take the boot area out and just look. And that's when I decided to probe a little bit more, and I was really paying attention to see there was some things missing. And then, I'm like, well, maybe the springs are in here. I'm gonna see if the springs are here. Maybe they're wrong, and they were wrong. They had the cap upside down. They're supposed to be at the top. So they had it all fucked up. So it's not going back to that shop for any transmission work, anything. I found a guy that specializes in Mustangs, and from now on, when I gotta have any work did, if I can't do it myself, that's where it's gonna go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm coming past the construction zone. I'm gonna ease in the 1st gear, and then I'm gonna roll into it. It's cold outside. It's like 56 degrees. So, these tires ain't gonna warm up and get sticky because the ground is kind of cool. So I'm going to roll into it and then see if I can snatch a second and then see how that feels and see does it hang up, because it was hanging this morning as I was taking my kids to school before I went to the gym. So I had to do some adjustments on the fly. There we go, to see. But like I said, you can still hear a little chatter because I have a performance clutch in here and all that. So you're gonna hear some chatter, but not as bad as it was, guys. This thing used to be loud, and it's chattering, but not like it was. And that's how my buddies is. Same little chatter. That's to be expected because it's trans mounted. So when I get past this area, I hope there's no traffic. I'm gonna roll into it. Content's coming this week. But this weekend, I'm actually gonna go home, take a good shower, eat. I haven't eaten anything yet. I've been fasting. I'm gonna really tighten up next week, do a lot of cardio. I'll be working out from home next week since the kids are out of school, can't go to the gym. So I'm gonna be filming some workout content at the house, nothing too crazy. And but I got a live stream set for tomorrow. Matter of fact, double hitter tomorrow. One, we're gonna react to Mr. Snowflake's videos of Amelin Reed, Boogie 2988, and Candy from what's her fucking her handle, Hungry Fat Chick. And then of course I'm gonna do some other reactions, and then I have a roast planned for them tomorrow as well, as open Discord roast. So there's gonna be some shit going on. gonna give you guys a heads up on that. Just my luck, I get a car in front of me, but I'm gonna let him get some ground. For the guy here in the flat area. I go another fucking county mountie out here. God damn, man, what the? Hope ain't no convict got away. Holy fucking shit. Me out. And as of next week, I'm looking at some my normal usual content as well. So I'm gonna try to do all that over the weekend to give you guys something to watch next week, because I ain't gonna be on it all probably next week. So I'm gonna try to get everything done and upload. We'll be starting my workout videos, but no live streaming next week. It's the holiday season. I'm not gonna be, well, Thanksgiving week, so I'm not gonna be too much on around town. God, this motherfucker driving so slow. I basically can brake. Okay, he's turning, that's why. All right, that's third gear. I'm gonna roll on down. We're gonna roll into it. That's second. Okay, we're gonna roll into it. That's first. Roll into it here. It took it, and that's about as close as I'm gonna get to perfect. It took it. I'm gonna do it one more time. It took it. Now I got up to about 7,300 RPM. So I know sometimes I go up in RPM real high and try this next second, I have to tug a little bit harder. So this time I'm gonna roll it up to about 6. Snap, crackle, pop, baby. Snap, crackle, pop. Scammers. Love it. We're gonna roll into it. 6,500. Perfect. 6,500. Perfect. We're at 100 that quick. Oh man. See, when I shift at 65, 6,600, it's a smooth shift. So, and that's what you're gonna learn about your vehicle. That's what you're gonna learn about it. Every vehicle and every transmission is different. It could be the same transmission, but your shift points might be a little bit different. Like some guy can shift at 7,000, be a smooth shift. Some guys shift at 7,000 and it's a hard shift. The sweet spot for me is about 6,700 RPMs. And I'm boosted, so yeah, I might temporarily get out of the meat, so to speak, but it's not by much, maybe a couple of hundred RPMs. And that's why I'm gonna be pulling down. So with a smaller pulley, I have a little bit more room to stay into the meat with the boost. But it really hooked. And second gear went in so smoothly. So you just have to learn your car. Everybody's shift points, we're gonna do one more. Everybody's shift points a little bit different. I'm gonna get past this, see that little check, I'm low RPM right now. Let me get past this road here. All right, we're gonna slow it down. Like I said, I'm gonna roll into it again one more time. Traction control's on. I'll be damned if I'm gonna have traction off on these street tires and it's cold out. So anybody wondering, traction control is on. So we're gonna roll into it now. First gear. 67, perfect. Perfect. 120, perfect. Holy shit. Holy shit. And see, it's cold outside. I'm gonna go forward, and we were coming down here too, so it picked up speed. It's cold outside, boost, cold air, mwah. And once again, this car is tuned by Lon. Alejandro Flores tuned my car. So he tuned it last year, and I know once I send him some dialogues with dyno, if he takes my ticket, he's gonna tighten it up for me. I mean, he's been spot on with everything he's been telling me about this car. So, you know, it's good to have people that when they tune your shit, you know, they can tell you everything that's going on with the car. And a lot of times he's been spot on. He's been spot on. Alex hasn't missed anything yet about this car. Every little problem I had, he kind of solved it just like that. So, well, yeah, guys. So that's second gear. So look out for a dyno video. It's finally gonna happen. Because the shop where the car is going has a dyno. Dude gonna try to do it both in the same day. You gotta do a little bit of something on the car. I'm gonna keep down the wraps, and then we're gonna do a dyno pull and everything. He's gonna tell me the numbers based on the dyno pull. I'm gonna try to be up there when he does it. His shop closes so early in the day that I'm gonna try to get up there before he does the pull. So I'm gonna have him call me before he gets ready to dyno it, so I can get my ass up there, so I can actually watch the pull in real time, so I can record it. I just want him to hand me a piece of paper and say, hey, this is what happened. You know, we pulled your car. Here's the numbers it made. I want to be able to record it and show you guys. So it's one of those catch-22s. But yeah, it's back to stock. The shift feel. Once again, my car, guys, if you got a manual transmission, learn your shift points. Performance clutch, RXT 1000, or the stock trans, not built trans. For me, 6,700 is the sweet spot. And of course, when you go to shift at 67, it might still touch 7 before it, it catches gear. If I try shift at 7, 72, 73 from first to second, it always have a hard time going to second. It'll go there, but even before I had the clutch put in, it'll be one of those shifts where it's like, oh, it's a hard shift. So just know where your shift points are on your car. Third to fourth, now third gear, I had run it out to almost 7,300, 74, and go to 40, it goes like butter. But I don't too much like going up the red line shifting. I have stock oil pump gears, and I have no rev limiter. I have no speed limiter. But I don't like going up that high in RPM to shift. I think you're asking for car trouble once you do that. So, but anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. That's all that I have for you. And yeah, the car is running so much better now. So look at this asshole coming on across. No, appreciate you. All right, guys, peace.